It's Mario Armstrong. I'm in Las Vegas, and that means it's time for the International Consumer Electronics Show, and it starts right now on killerapps.tv. That's right, we are live in Las Vegas Convention Center. We are in North Hall. I'm Mario Armstrong with Inside CES. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the web right now. This is a live broadcast, folks, so tweet it up, share it out, get involved with the show. At Mario Armstrong is my Twitter address. So many cool things are happening here. We are broadcasting from the Ford booth. As you can see, this beautiful canary yellow, I don't know, banana yellow, beautiful Mustang 5.0 behind me here. That's really just kind of one of the other innovations that Ford here has at the show. Lots of cool stuff that's going on at the show. It takes a whole lot to put on the International CES 2015 conference. We're talking over 150,000 people from over 140 plus countries. It is truly an international show. It takes up every square inch of the Las Vegas Convention Center, over 3,500 exhibitors in this place, and really it equates to about 37 plus football fields. Like imagine that, 37 football fields full of exhibit space of all the consumer electronics technology that we love to use in our home, in our car, on the go, wherever we are. If it's about technology and innovation, it's being featured here at CES. It takes a lot to set up all those booths, as you saw some of the interesting things that they have to do to really pull those booths off and really make that happen. Some of the hot categories at this year's show: wearables. Wearables is a hugely hot category. In fact, I'm wearing a piece of technology right here called the Narrative, and this is an awesome way to take pictures without having to grab my camera. Another big area is digital health. Digital health is a hot category, as well as automotive. In fact, Ford was the first automobile manufacturer to ever be at CES. That was years ago. They were very innovative, and the first ones here really launching and showing how smart they were using research and engineering with everything from car-to-car technology to in-car technology as well, so that's been a big category. Entertainment is always huge here at the show, and when you talk entertainment, you're talking televisions. 4K TV is dominating the show. Sony, LG, Samsung, they're all here showcasing their latest in television sets. We're talking things that are ridiculous, like over 100,000 inches. Just massive screen space that these exhibits take up. And we're talking about curved televisions that are gonna boot up faster, actually be slimmer, and some of these curved TVs actually have one-touch capabilities to become flat televisions as well. So lots of happenings there on the 4K push, and that's a really, really big category. Another big category is entertainment.
For 2015 for CES, and you know, not only do I get to present my own products and everything that I'm doing with Incredible, but at the same time, I get to kind of do.
They're not just here bringing their star power; they're also here launching new products at this show. And speaking of new products, we're going to take a look at something that's actually taking place right here at the show floor. And it's from the Ford booth. We're going to be taking a look at what's happening from Ford at the International CES 2015. Let's take a look at some of the stuff that we captured, some of the highlights that they're showcasing here at the show today. Follow us on Twitter. Our hashtag is Mario@CES, and the hashtag for the show is CES 2015. My Twitter address is @MarioArmstrong. You can hit me during the show right here at Mario Armstrong. I'll tweet you back. And Killer Apps TV. You can check out everything that we've covered in the show and more right there at Killer Apps TV. And now, without further ado, I want to take a look at what we saw and some of the highlights that we have to show you from the Ford booth. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Stefan Bańkowski. I'm an AppLink engineer working at Ford Motor Company. I'm here to talk to you about Sync 3, our new platform for infotainment, as well as some other features like AppLink. Here we have our new Sync 3 system, which features some of our domains at the bottom that you can easily access via touch or via voice. Right now I'm in the apps domain, and I have some apps that are connected through AppLink that are on my iPhone, which is connected via USB. Here we have Spotify, AccuWeather, and NPR One. I have Spotify running. It's connected. The app itself is driving the interface within the vehicle. It's playing music, as well as providing graphic art and metadata. And I can control it via voice or via the touch screen, or even steering wheel controls. So in this case, if I want to skip a track, I can press it on the steering wheel, and it skips to the next song. Different apps I can use, such as AccuWeather. So while I'm listening to Spotify, I can access AccuWeather and get some of the latest weather updates. In this case, I get a minute cast, see that there's rain in 17 minutes, and it gives me some other information about the weather. Looking at other parts of Sync Gen 3, we have access to climate. We have some via the hard buttons as well as on the touch screen to allow user different ways to control climate in the car.
Please say a command.
Call Tom.
We have access to the phone so you can make phone calls or receive them or text messages. We also have, of course, navigation. So here we have a capacitive touch that allows us to even do pinch and zoom and do some quick searches for destinations. One thing that's very useful and easy to use on Sync 3 is one-box search for navigation. So let's say I wanted to go to Home Depot. I can start to type Home Depot, and after a few letters, it's already predicting some possible POIs. Here I see Home Depot. I don't have to continue typing. I can just select that. It's going to find the nearest locations. I can select that and get a route started. That's basically some of the major features on Sync 3. It's a fast and easy to use system. It's very intuitive, and it's looking to be released later this year.
So as you can see, automotive is big at the International CES. And another key player that plays a major role at the show, they've been here every single year, ushering in so much innovation, not only for themselves, because it's really about their part of really pushing the industry forward. They really do a lot of the behind the scenes technology that you hear often. In fact, they're the people that announced the 5th generation Intel Core processor at this year's show, as well as some really new advancements in wireless power. And here to join us to talk about wearables, which is a huge hot category, and more from Intel is Danny Cristofano. Danny, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
How are you, man?
I'm great, thank you.
You're holding up well, you look good.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You brought some great things here, a lot of wearable devices. Some of these I'm familiar with, some others I'm not so familiar with. Talk to me a little bit about this thing in orange that I see here that was really kind of come up from what I understand the wearable challenge. Talk a little bit about what this Intel wearable challenge is and how that was the final product that came out of that competition.
Sure, well, last year we were here, we were talking about wearables. It was really sort of the dawn, if you will, of wearable technology.
Right.
And we introduced a computer module, if you will. Basically a computer about the size of an SD card, this size, called Edison, Intel Edison. in a year, it's been an exciting year and a lot has happened, a lot of innovation, not only at Intel, but in the ecosystem. We've shrunk the size of this computer, now it's the size of a postage stamp.
Okay.
We introduced Intel Curry, which is a specifically purpose-designed compute module for wearable computing, literally the size of our jacket button. Same diameter, same form factor.
Okay.
And what we recognize and what our strategy continues to be is we're catalysts for innovation.
Right.
And we can't possibly imagine all of the great things that people can do with Intel technology. And so what we announced last year was the Intel Make It Wearable Challenge.
Okay.
Essentially a contest inviting the open source community to go invent,
okay,
using Intel Edison as the hardware baseline. And we had just crazy innovation,
right,
from fitness and health and medical devices and assistive devices, low-cost prosthetics, high-tech manufacturing aids, et cetera, et cetera. And what we ended up with was just a tremendous amount of innovation, and here is the winner of the contest. This is the Nixie. This is the selfie drone, if you will.
Okay.
You literally throw it. It's got 4 copters on it. You throw it up like a boomerang.
Right.
It knows to stabilize itself, take a picture, and then come right back to you. So this was the winner of the Intel Make It Wearable Challenge for 2014. And it was so successful that we've announced that we're going to continue to have the challenge again in 2015. We expect the advancements and innovation to just be...
No, that's great for you guys to do that, because there are a lot of people that have a lot of great ideas, but they don't have a platform to really get that idea out there. Speaking of ideas, I see we have some other things that are wearable here as well. One that I am a little bit aware of, that maybe a lot of others aren't, is the Mika bracelet that's created by Opening Ceremony. You want to talk a little bit about this? Because this is like fashion-forward technology that actually looks good for a change.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you, so the strategy from a design and engineering standpoint in Intel is this. We know we're not a fashion company.
Right.
We are a hardware technology.
I'm glad you figured that part out.
We're an engineering company, and we can help folks like Opening Ceremony, folks like the Luxottica Group and the Oakley brand, the Fossil Group and their many watch brands. We can help with the engineering, but they're going to bring the design aesthetic and design sensibilities to the actual wearable devices. And we all know that if you're going to put something on, it's an expression of yourself.
Right.
It needs to look good, it needs to feel good, and so Opening Ceremony have done a fantastic job with the design of this bracelet. It comes in 2 colors. You've got the black one, there's a white one. You see there's a sapphire crystal display on the back end, so it's really for discrete notification, text messaging, email, social check-in, pinning of locations, etc.
Beautiful, and it's beautiful. It really, really is. All right, so let's see. So now we know about them. How much does this go for?
So this is going for $495. It's available exclusively at openingceremony.com and at Barney's in the U.S.
Okay. All right, now you also have a watch. We see a lot of watches on the show floor. What makes this watch different? What is this one?
So this is the Basis Peak, and this is the 2nd generation of the Basis watch.
Okay.
Intel actually acquired Basis technology over the course of 2014, and this is the 2nd generation. It's a fantastic example of just how rapidly these watches are innovating. The first watch had great sensor technology, pedometers, heart rate sensors, etc. The Basis team have included in this version temperature sensing, other accelerometer sensing, as well as sweat sensing. And the great thing about this watch is it's not just using one sensor or one data point to provide the data back to the user. It's taking all of those sensors, providing multiple data points, and then providing a more realistic, more reliable set of data to the user.
How much do you know how much that costs about?
I think this is $159, but don't quote me.
So it's kind of in the ballpark of what the smartwatches are doing. And then I've seen a lot of collaborations, and you brought one here. Because I mentioned at the top, one of the people that I hung out with is 50 Cent, and he's always innovating with his company, SMS Audio. People just thought that was a headphone company, and it's way more than a headphone company. And this is just another product that they put out, the BioSport. What's Intel's role with SMS Audio's BioSport?
So last year at CES, we talked about a prototype that included infrared heart rate sensing. And we've incorporated that, and again, like we've done with Opening Ceremony from a design sensibility standpoint, like we've done with the Basis Peak, we've worked with SMS. They've designed the aesthetic around it. It's a lifestyle brand. They've put the wrapping around it, the packaging and the distribution, but we're providing the technology, both the sensing technology as well as a very special technology in terms of power harvesting. So literally having it plugged into your audio jack in your iPod or your iPhone, it's harvesting and storing the power needed to power the battery to run the earphones themselves.
That's different. Unique. This is good stuff, man. I know this is the tip of the iceberg. for everything that's happening at Intel. But we appreciate you definitely bringing some of these over, showing us some of the advancements that's taking place. And how do people get into the challenge if that's something they want to find out about? Is there just going to Intel.com and maybe do a search for that?
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
the name of that again?
The Intel Make It Wearable Challenge.
Intel Make It Wearable Challenge. All right, all you inventors out there and idea makers, get to going. Intel wants to see your ideas. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. That's Danny right there from Intel. Right now, I want to take a look at a company that you know, but you may not know their name. You see their products out in grocery stores, malls, shopping centers, things like Redbox, does that ring a bell? Or Coinstar, does that ring a bell? They have some new kiosks that can actually give you money for your old devices and a new way of looking at how shopping in the grocery store and in general is going to be in the future. Let's take a look at what Outerwall brought to CES this year. So if you've been to any grocery store anywhere in America, you've probably seen the Coinstar machine. Well, this really means a lot to me because this was part of my entrepreneurial growth. When we were down and out, we bagged up tons of change to make ends meet. So I'm just going to run it through real quick. Super easy. Put your change in. Now, normally you'd get your money from the machine, but I got something better. I'm at CES 2015, and I'm at the first time ever meeting with the CEO of Outerwall, Scott DiValerio, and he's here. Coinstar is one of your products amongst several others. So I need $9.36 from you.
Oh, here we go. Great to be here. Thanks, Mario.
No, it's my pleasure to be here. That was a real story about how I actually used Coinstar. My wife and I, who launched our business together, we used that as a way to really make ends meet. So that was a product, and I'm always about products that can actually help live a better life. And that was a product that we didn't know at the time until we needed to really use it that really benefited us.
Outerwall and all our products are about value, simplicity, and convenience, and bringing the ability for consumers to monetize things in places they go day in and day out. We have 65,000 kiosks across the U.S. Wow. 91% of the U.S. population is within a 5-minute drive of our kiosks.
That also gives you like this unique infrastructure throughout the country to do really cool Internet of Things type stuff, like
definitely
looking at retail as it advances into the future. You guys have some visions about where you kind of see retail actually going and what that experience might be for us when we're shopping?
We really do think all that connection that we have with our Redbox business, our Coinstar business, and now our Eco ATM businesses will allow us to bring products and service to our consumers using mobile apps as well as the kiosk in ways that haven't been done before.
I'm excited, and you're a well-dressed guy. I love that too right there.
Great.
I still want my $9.36.
You got
You're not getting off the hook without that, but we're going to take a little tour around your booth and check some things out. So I got my gift card.
Yeah.
I actually travel with this stuff, man. And you're telling me that this is going to be able to fix my problem of getting a lot of gift cards from, say, the holidays or birthdays or any of that stuff?
You bet. You just put it in the kiosk, it'll offer you a price, you accept the price, and out a voucher comes and go get your cash.
Are you serious?
Easy way to do it, yes.
So I don't have to shop anymore if I don't want to. I can just get the cash if I need it.
Get the cash, and we accept over 150 gift cards. Let's move over to one of our newest kiosks, Eco ATM.
Eco ATM,
Here's how you can monetize your tablet, mobile phone, or MP3 player. We'll pay up to $400 for those products based off of quality, version, and edition of it, and it's all done automated. It'll evaluate your phone, it'll tell you what it is, it'll tell you what condition it's in, and then offer you a price, and cash comes out of the kiosk.
So wait, so this is huge, right? Because we all get a lot of technology, and we're upgrading faster than we have before, so even if you have something that's maybe old and cracked, or just old around the house that you're not using anymore, you're saying you can bring it to the ATM. The Eco ATM will actually analyze it. It has cameras inside that look for blemishes, dents, things like that?
Definitely.
So you don't keep the phone until so if I put the phone in and I see the price I don't like, I get my phone back, right?
You bet.
Just
it's
double
all
check
up to you.
it for
It's all
you
up to you,
guys.
but it's a great kiosk, about 1,500 kiosks in 44 states right now.
All right, so they can log online, type in their zip code, and see if there's one near them?
You bet.
Okay.
That's great. This is where we're debuting our sampling kiosk here at CES, and this is a great sample.
Right.
So beauty products, think about drugstores, grocery store, mass merch, go up, and you have to try a product. So you pay $1, get a sample that you can use for 1 or 2 days and try it out, and as well as coupons. And so if you like it, you can come back with your coupon and get a full size version. Our CPG partners love this, our retail partners love this.
Because people don't want to spend, $10, $15, $20 and then find out something's not really working out for them.
So it allows them to pick and choose and then come back. So this is, again, debuting here at CES.
Although I think people know how Listerine works.
Perhaps.
But maybe not, right?
Maybe not. You never know.
Everyone differently.
That's right. And then we have, of course, Redbox. And Redbox is one that most people know about. We continue to be the leader in transactional new release movies. In fact, we actually transactions in 2013 were greater than any of the VOD transactions all combined.
Okay.
New release place to come, great place, value, convenience, and simplicity, and it's a business that continues to strive. And as I mentioned before, 36 million emails a week are going out to tell customers about what's happening.
Want to know.
Yeah, they've asked.
They want the updates, what's coming new. I mean, I've used this a lot when I've traveled. You know, you go to a place and you're like, oh, I forgot the DVDs or I forgot movies or whatever. And not once has any of mine skipped or been scratched or had a problem.
Great.
I don't know how you guys do the quality control to maintain that. But one of my questions is, how close are you to the release schedule?
Half our studios were on the release date when you would get it on VOD or be able to buy it in the store, and for half our studios were 28 days later. But the key thing there is it's all new release content, as well as the fact the great value. You know, the $1.50 and the $2 is a great value for our consumers.
And what's the real value for the app? Like, why would I have the
well, the app is great. The 26 million app downloads. You can reserve online, so you can take your favorite kiosk, see what inventory is there, say, I want that movie, reserve it, so when you come up to the kiosk, you just swipe your card, and the movie dispenses, so you know it's there when you get there.
That's key, because the moment of like discovery of going, and then you're like, oh, I want to see this movie so bad, and then you go through the machine and find out it's out. Not cool. Doesn't feel good.
That's right.
Just
now
kills
you can
the whole
do it
night.
online, so it's great, and you know it's there, and it's guaranteed it's there.
Oh my gosh, that was one of the best movies. That was great. Oh, hey, Andy, how are you, man? Good to see you.
Very good, very good.
So, you know, it's funny, I was just playing around on the Redbox unit here, but when I got to thinking about like all the different devices that you guys have, this massive network that you have, it kind of got me thinking, like, your title is President of Innovation and New Ventures. There's more to Outerwall than just these physical boxes that we see, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about where we're going now. We talked before about 66,000 locations globally, and because of that, we've developed a pretty strong point of view about the future of retail, and specifically how automated retail is going to help play into that future.
Like shopping in the grocery stores, like
smart shopping experiences.
Smart shopping. Like this is a place that hasn't changed really. Technology really hasn't permeated this area of shopping experience in a big way.
The grocery store experience has been largely the same for many, many years.
Right.
We see a huge opportunity for automated retail to help reshape that experience. And a lot of it has to do with the cell phone. In the future, the cell phone, the smartphone, will become a tool to help consumers interact with the store, and more importantly, to help the store interact with the consumer. Because of the smartphone, the store greets you through your cell phone, says, how can the store guide you and help you today?
Okay.
And you say, well, I would love it to, and you can enter in a plain text search for, say, a 30-minute chicken meal.
Okay.
Immediately what pops up is a whole set of recommended recipes for smart, quick, and easy chicken meals. Now these meals are integrated with the store, and the ingredients behind what it takes to get these meals cooked are mapped all throughout the store.
So I know what aisle I need to go to, where I'm going to pick things up.
It can help you and guide you all throughout the store. What's also cool is the aisles can call out to you and recommend food and wine pairings for the meals that you're looking for, knowing that you're right there in front of the aisle.
Okay, so boom, I put in, here's the recipe I want to see.
Yeah.
It'll guide me into the store of what's available, and it'll let me know what else I could pair with that meal to make it that much more better. And then if there's any discounts for any of those products, that all happens within the app itself. I don't have to worry about that when we get to the register?
Not at all, yeah. It all happens within the app. And so what's really happening is now you are a much more empowered consumer.
It just hit me. Now she can send me to the store because there's no more excuses. Oh, honey, I didn't.
You got it.
She'll be like, no, it's in the aisle. It's it's right there. I see it.
Yep. You're doomed. That's it.
I'm done. Great. This interview is over now.
I got to tell you, that company is going to save marriages because I hate shopping. I hate it. I can't stand it. My wife saw that and she's like, you can now go to the grocery store, take care of everything. Not that I don't go to the grocery store, I just don't like to cook. So it's going to save marriages. Look, one of the things that's really cool about CES 2015, and really with the heart and soul of what it's all about, is introducing you to things that you may not really have totally on your radar, or some things that are brand new and are really reaching new audiences, and delivering new ideas in innovative ways.
And my next guest has exactly that. It really hits my heart, and it hits me dead at home. It's something that's near and dear to me because I want to see more kids. Many of you that know me, you've been following me or watching me or been my friends online for years, you know I'm big into getting our youth into technology. And so our next guest, Vikas Gupta here from Wonder Workshop, is doing just that. Vikas, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you coming by on such short notice. You are making robots to teach kids how to code, how to program, how to make things and invent. And you're doing it at a very early age.
That's
Explain a little bit about how your robot works, and then we'll talk about why you decided to do this.
Sure. So this is Dash.
Dash.
We designed Dash and the robot called Dot, which we don't have with me, to get out of the box and engage a child and their parents and the family at a young age. So children as young as 5 or 6 can find there's a robot for them. Because
so five or six is the sweet spot?
It's a starting point. We look at elementary school kids, 5 years to 12 years of age.
Okay.
The sweet spot I think is right around 7, 8, 9. That age tends to be the sweet spot.
Okay.
And the focus was all existing products cater to kids at much older age. And we find that by that time, a lot of kids have already moved on and they're not interested in science and technology.
Or they succumb to the stereotypes of technology and they think, oh, a scientist does this or an engineer does that. So now by creating something like this, you're trying to get to them much earlier in a way that's more playful. So how does it work?
So it connects wirelessly to a device like an iPad.
Okay.
And on iPad, we have a bunch of applications that allow a child to explore the robot and get into coding in a very visual and a fun way.
Okay.
So the robot is very capable, has a bunch of sensors, but it comes fully assembled. So right out of the box, you can start playing with the robot. It comes with a lot of personality. Something that's...
So now you're using, let's see that.
Yeah.
So you're using the iPad to actually move some controls for the robot, okay.
And the robot can move around. I'm going to move a little bit in the space. But it's just a way to just explore the robot. But now the goal is how can we get kids into coding?
Exactly.
So we have other applications. For example, an application called Blockly, which is a full programming interface which gets kids everything. And I can move things around and delete stuff. So I have to say the code where if I see something in front, it's going to move back.
And the robot is responding to this. So watch this closely.
So now if I move my hand in front, it's going to move back.
Right.
And now children have access to a very capable robot and the very intuitive interface on a device they very likely already have in their homes.
This is important because what you've done here is you've created, if anybody knows programming and code, it is a bunch of blocks and it is a foundation and how you have to develop. So what this is basically showing, and I love the colors because this is like Fisher-Price type colors for kids. And so by just clicking and dragging and moving different commands. So like backward, 20, normal. If I move that, and that would now become part of the program.
That's right.
And so now the kid is learning that these particular commands, the robot is going to respond to in a certain way.
That's right.
And that's the fundamentals of code.
And we want to get it to a very young age as well. So one thing to do is, for example, how can we get kids to play music?
And this is cool. So it's
And now we have an accessory of the xylophone, and the interface we build is more around music.
So it just attached a xylophone to it. That's awesome. And now you're going to have the robot play?
Yeah, now we can program the robot to play. And the interface is more about music than about coding.
He's pulling up on his iPad here. Oh, that's awesome.
And now I can say, hey, I want to start a new song, and I want to save it something it already does. And now I can play it.
You can play it. Oh yeah, see, this is cool.
But then I can do more. I can actually start editing and saying, no, I want to change it. And as I change in real time,
live.
The robot's going to create...
Just like you could with code.
That's right.
Vikas home run. Vikas Gupta, Wonder Workshop. The website is makewonder.com?
That's right, makewonder.com.
Makewonder.com is the website, makewonder.com. How much?
Dash is $199. It's available on makewonder.com and on Amazon.
Okay.
And Dot and Dash together, the second robot, is $259.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks so much for your time. This is incredible. I love this idea. I love this product. People check out their website. It's a great way to get kids into programming. Right now, we got to take a look at what's going on with 4K television. Lots of people are asking and tweeting and hitting me up about 4K TVs. Let's take a look at all the action on the TV sets here at CES. Samsung, LG, Sony, all of them are putting out new sets that can do all types of amazing things. Curved TVs it's really, really big. Curved 4K this year is really, really big. And in a lot of cases, They actually have it so that you can actually flex the television from being curved to being flat by the touch of a button. That's a really new feature. Some of the other features that they're touting this year, faster boot up time. Who doesn't want their TV to boot up faster? That would be great. And also thinner 4K TV is a big, big thing that's going on. All of them are pushing higher resolution, better display. Sony had one of the most eye-catching things happening at their booth with their thinnest ever, what they called floating style Sony TV 4K, which you see right here. So lots of cool things happening there in the home. Also in the home, everything from home automation to chores are now seeing the digital revolution come in. Kids, you're not going to get away with not being able to do your chores because Whirlpool has made it easy with technology to get more stuff done in our home. Let's take a look at what's happening at the Whirlpool booth and see what they announced at this year's show. All right, everybody, we're in the Whirlpool booth right now. This is all about technology making your life easier in the home. And we have John Hall here from Whirlpool. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? How you doing?
How are you? Man, I've been like floored with all the cool stuff you have going on in here, so we're gonna jump right into it. One of the things that people may be seeing right now is this beautiful refrigerator that looks like stainless steel, but it's not.
Right.
So explain to me, this whole kitchen, in fact, is not. So explain to me what we're seeing here.
Yeah, so this has been a fan favorite so far. We called this Sunset Bronze. We're launching it in 2015.
Okay.
And it's basically a painted stainless steel. Stainless steel is not going anywhere.
Right.
People love it, but we want to take it that next step. Let's evolve stainless steel. We're going to go from there. And we've had millennials actually help us designing this. And so that's where we've gotten a lot of the inspiration to bring this into the kitchen.
Well, this looks great, man. I can see a lot of people oohing and ahhing over having that Sunset Bronze.
Sunset Bronze.
Sunset Bronze, people. That's the new trend. Check it out at Whirlpool. All right, we're going to go see some more stuff?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go. All right, John, so we're over in this beautiful place. It looks like a kitchen, obviously, but what's going on here? I see like this whole interactive display.
Yeah, this has been a fan favorite so far. This is Whirlpool's Interactive Kitchen of the Future 2.0.
Okay.
It's a build on a cooktop that we brought out last year, except now we've incorporated seamlessly a suite of appliances. So you got a refrigerator, an oven, a dishwasher, all integrated into the cooktop. And then we also built a backsplash that really it becomes an operations center at the center of your home.
Does this also pick up any information that's already in my fridge as well, so I would know like what ingredients I have to work with?
Yeah, absolutely. So in meal planning, to your point, I'm making a recipe. I may not know what's in my refrigerator, but
no, I don't always know.
Exactly. But this.
Do you always know what's in your refrigerator?
Right. And so if you're making, it'll remind you. It takes inventory of what's in your refrigerator, and it will tell you, what ingredients that you need, that you have on hand. And if you don't have it on hand, it'll tell you need to pick it up.
What you see here, it just looks like it's just this area that you're working with, but in fact, everything is already here. Should we show them the refrigerator?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I was blown away by this. Check this out. I gotta do the honors on this one. This is, I mean, come on, look at that.
Seamlessly integrated into
Seamlessly integrated into the kitchen. You can't even tell what else is here that's kind of integrated that I don't know.
Also here, we've got the
dishwasher.
And this is an example of maybe someone that doesn't want the appliances to stick out.
Yeah.
To kind of be integrated into the kitchen.
Right.
And in here, actually, this is actually a cooktop. So, once you put a pot on it, it'll recognize.
It's going to recognize. Look at that.
And it starts to heat it up. We're inspired by how families care for each other every day.
Yeah.
And cooking, washing, cleaning.
Right.
These appliances. Yeah. We're part of that process, and we're trying to draw inspiration from our consumers to develop new solutions that will hopefully help them, whether it's meal planning, cooking, or perhaps washing your clothes or your dishes.
All right, John. This looks like I can read, right? Whirlpool Duet Hybrid Care Drying Technology, but it looks really futuristic. What's going on here?
Yeah, absolutely. This is Best of Innovation CES award winner. A couple things are going on. It's a heat pump dryer.
Okay.
And it's truly ventless. So what that means is that consumers can put it anywhere in their house. They don't need to have the vent. So they want to move the.
So it doesn't have to be in the basement or wherever it's located or the garage because of the vent system.
Small space without the vent, the need for a vent, you can put it where you can basically install it.
But you need a vent with today's dryers to be able to get that air out. So how does this work?
So essentially, it's recycling that air, and it's using that air to re-dry the clothes.
Oh, so it's like pulling the moisture out of the air?
Absolutely. So you're getting a huge energy savings. This is our most resource-efficient dryer, 73% energy savings.
Wow. So does it take longer?
Yeah.
Does it make more noise? Like, does it make less noise?
That's one of the beauties of this. It doesn't take, it's not more longer. It's a normal drying cycle.
Okay.
And it's gentler on the clothes as well, so it helps extend the life of the clothes. So install and wear gentler on the clothes and resource savings.
All right, here's the deal, right? I just bumped into Swash. I only saw them on Facebook as an ad and I went nuts. Basically, it does something about refreshing your clothes. So I want to see right now if they can refresh my blazer because I've been at CES all daggone day and I want to get this thing jazzed up. So I don't even, Keith. What's up, man? I'm Mario.
Nice to meet you,
Sorry, I didn't even introduce myself. I'm Mario. Can you like refresh this blazer and tell me how this whole thing works?
Absolutely. So
all right, break it down.
Swash is a 10-minute clothing care system.
Okay.
That will de-wrinkle, refresh, restore, and preserve clothes.
So it's not going to clean my any stains.
Not going to take any stains out.
All right. So but this is it. This is just this is the unit right here.
This is it. You plug it into a regular wall outlet.
Okay.
It uses a Swash Pots cup, which is a
cool.
water-based formula.
Okay.
Sprays that formula onto the garment. It actually wets the garment 30 times faster than water.
What?
Saturates the fiber and then it dries it under tension and it takes care of your clothes.
All right, we're going to find out. We're going to put my blazer through this through the Swash here and see what happens.
There's a blue light that's done when the cycle's over. Pull the jacket out and you can feel it. There's actually a little bit. It's actually a little bit warm. It has a little warmth to it.
I feel the warmth to it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you can feel there's a nice smell to it.
Smells great. Thank you, sir.
Ready to go.
Oh wow.
Wrinkles are out.
Wrinkles are out. I feel like I got a massage, meditation, all that put together, like second wind.
Second wind?
No, honestly, I do smell it. It smells really, really good. And I feel the heat.
Yeah.
And it didn't shrink.
It did not shrink.
And I'm so happy because I just bought this blazer. This thing works. It works, people. Swash works. All right, I'm going to get this in my, you don't know about my sneaker closet, but I'm getting this in my sneaker closet. All right?
It'll be great there.
Thanks, Keith. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
All right, I'm looking good. See you guys. Peace. Inside CES 2015, right here with Mario Armstrong, broadcasting live on the web with you people. I love that you guys are here joining me from the Ford booth. We have so much more on the show to cover. Home automation is one of those big areas of technology here at the show. You're seeing a lot of things. People are making all types of devices for us to be able to control everything from our heating and cooling to our washers and dryers to our security and all of those things right from our device. But a lot of times it was done by professionals. Now it's being made more accessible to us, consumers, that want to be able to pay a small amount to be able to get some of that convenience. Let me take you on a tour to Pella, who's going to show you some cool technology that they have announced at their booth for the first time here at CES. All right, so home automation is always talked about at the show, but I just found a particular company that has been doing lots of great stuff, but has not really been at the show, and they're here for the first time to really show us some cool stuff that's happening in the home. And I have Bridget here from Instinctive to talk to us a little bit about what Pella is up to. So I can see here that we have all these different ways that we can now interact with our home through home automation. And give us a little explanation about what's going on here.
So the Pella Instinctive family of smart products is what we're bringing to market here. And we're showing a variety of sensor solutions as well as some shading solutions.
Okay.
So we're bringing window and door sensors, garage door sensors. We have an entry door deadbolt sensor, which is actually integrated into the product.
I want to see that. That's cool.
Yes. And then this all connects to our Instinctive Bridge. So this bridge communicates with our Instinctive products in the home, but then allows you to communicate with those compatible home automation systems.
So we're talking this now. You need Wi-Fi in the home.
Don't need Wi-Fi in the home to work with Instinctive. So you can either use these products on your own with our status indicator, or you can use the bridge to communicate via Z-Wave to your home automation system.
Okay, so it's using Z-Wave technology. And then real quickly, we're talking inexpensive, accessible DIY, like my mom could go to this, buy this stuff and start to set it up?
Yes, she could. It's very budget friendly for every one of our customers.
So we're talking like about what for the bridge?
So about $79
But you have
retail.
to have the bridge.
Yes.
And then about, wait, what's a range maybe?
So maybe $49 to $79 for any of these devices that you're seeing here.
Oh, that's affordable. That's definitely DIY and doable. Okay, so show me one of your big things that I've been seeing is like shades in the window.
Yes.
So like
we actually have shades that are between the glass. We've been having shades between the glass since 1966.
Wow.
So this is one of our first innovations from Pella, and we're continuing to innovate this product line. So you can actually get in here and change those shades out. So with that, we've then added the motorization with instinctive technology. So if I go ahead and touch the button here, I can raise these shades and blinds between the glass.
Nice. Now, does that have to be, is it just fixed here for the wall for the show, or can that be something that walks with me and it's a remote?
Yes, it's just fixed here so no one walks away with it. However, in your home, that will happen too. So what's going to happen there is I can also stop these shades at any point.
Ah, cool.
The blinds themselves, I can stop and then enter a tilt mode on the same remote. So if I want to control them from a different direction or get that fine adjustment in my home, I can do that as well.
I can see it starting to gradually move.
Yes.
Now, can you do that from a mobile device as well in your home? Would you have that type of control?
Yes. So here we're showing that with the Nexia home intelligence system.
Okay.
So our instinctive bridge is communicating with the Nexia system here. And on the iPad here, you can see the different states that the blinds and shades are in. So if I go to the blinds and shades page here, I can go ahead and close the blind or move that.
Yeah.
Send the command.
Send the command, and you can be anywhere. And obviously, we're seeing the command coming to it right now.
So you can raise and lower your blinds and shades when you're away from home to make it look like you're there. You can
or even save a little bit of money on heating and cooling and all that good stuff too.
Yeah.
All right, one of the things that I definitely saw that was on the first panel was the front door deadbolt lock, like having it's built in to the deadbolt line. All right, I got to see this. Show me how this works.
Let's go ahead and take it over here.
All right.
See, I've just closed the door.
Right.
And on our status indicator here, you can see that the door is closed. I can go ahead and lock the door, and it's also going to show the locked status.
Yep.
Again, so that's built right into the panel and the frame from the factory, making it easy for our customers when they go to install, as well as then giving them that choice of the aesthetic when they're adding that curb appeal to their home. They can make sure that they keep that premium aesthetic.
It looks really nice. It doesn't look like some tacked-on solution to it.
Yes.
Can you control that from a mobile device as well outside of the home?
So you can see the status. So it just detects the open, closed, locked, and unlocked state.
Okay.
But it doesn't necessarily throw the deadbolt lock.
Okay. Now we've seen a lot of things that people can get now in their home, but now you're going to show us something that's showing the innovation of what Pella and Instinctive can really do.
Yeah.
All right, come on, you guys got to check this out. This is like James Bond-ish type stuff right now.
So this is our designer series sliding patio door, and what we can do here is I can actually go ahead
from the iPad.
From the iPad.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Open the doors and pull up the shades.
Pull up the shades.
This is ridiculous.
Send them all up. So I can welcome my party. I can welcome my kids home. I can do whatever I so choose without having to interact with the
I don't know about you, but I need to live like this. We need everyone. You at home, you need to live like this. This isn't available now, though, right?
It's not
this
available
is a concept
today, but we're just showing you some of the other innovations that we have at Pella coming forward.
So you're obviously basically saying, look, we know this market, we know this space, we're doing research and engineering, and we're showing off, like many other companies here, showing off what your capabilities can be for the down the road.
Pella's known for innovation, so that's what we're going to keep doing.
Cool. I really, really appreciate the quick tour and understanding, and really the fact that you're making home automation more accessible to everyday people, because, you know, I love it when I can actually adjust the thermostat or turn off lights and things of that nature. So this is really, really cool. Thanks, Bridget. Really appreciate it. Now close it down for me. Can we do that?
We can do that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, here on the CES show floor, I just saw some Ravens fans just walk by. I got totally pumped about that. So many cool things are happening in home automation. I can't wait to really get that in my home. But also, what's happening here that's really cool is our leader in technology that's always pushing us forward is Intel. Really cool thing that you're going to see from their package. For the first time that I've ever seen at CES, a real baby on the show floor as part of a product demo. Let's take a look at what Intel is doing to make our lives better and safer at their booth. So you know I'm all about the digital lifestyle and how technology can actually enhance and improve our lives. One of the leading companies that's always on top of making that happen is Intel, and I have something really special and unique to show you. Brooklyn's making her debut. This is her mom, Marcy. Now Marcy's an Intel engineer, and you've created something very unique that a lot of other parents are going to want to hear about.
So what we're showing here is our Intel Smart Car Seat Chest Clip. With a team of engineers, we've come up with this design that actually communicates with the chest clip and a smartphone app.
Nice.
So it tells temperature, battery life, it shows if the clip is actually connected or not.
Yeah, right.
Yep, and then once the parent is out of range with their phone, then an alarm will go off. And most parents or caregivers think this will never happen to them. They would never forget their kid in the car. It really can happen to anyone.
Wow, Intel's always thinking about it. All right, Nona, get on over here and show us this demo. Let's see what we have.
So I'm putting it in this bag to simulate walking away, losing the connection. So now it simulates you walking back towards your car, and right now it sees that the clip is not in range, but now that we've pulled it out of the bag, you can see right now it's connected. You unclip it, and now the alarms will stop going.
Because it needs to know that a parent's actually
interacted with the child rather than
wow.
just being you. Yeah.
All right, more to show you at the Intel booth. we gotta get the baby. Oh, see, that's it. We gotta go. We'll be right back. So now I'm at Intel's section where it's all about next generation computing, something they call RealSense technology. You've probably seen a lot about it. I have Paul Tapp with me here. Paul, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good to see you. Here. You're all about RealSense, and you're going to give us a little bit of a demo or an understanding as to what's going on behind the scenes, and then we'll show people at home, like, what does that mean when they're going to use computers. So break it down for us.
RealSense technology understands us more naturally as humans. If you look at the top of the device, you'll see that there's actually 3 holes, whereas normally you would see 1 hole for a webcam. That's because a webcam sees in 2 dimensions. Now we've got an extra camera that allows it to see in 3 dimensions. Let me show you how this looks.
Okay.
As I raise my hands here on the left-hand side, and this will work with left or right hand or both, you can see it immediately picks up where my hand is. When I rotate my hand, it tracks that in 3 dimensions. As I close, 22 joints worth of action happening right there. It knows exactly where my hands are, and that allows me to interact in a 3D space. On the right-hand side, I'm going to click Start here to start the face tracking. This immediately picks up my face. You can see it's got 72 points of accuracy, and as I move, it tracks me. That enables it to understand where I'm looking, what position of the screen I'm at, and potentially even some emotions as well. We can track like if someone's happy or sad and stuff like that. So now we've shown you what's going on behind the scenes, we'll show you how that can be applied into an experience.
Okay, great.
So this is a Dell system with an Intel RealSense camera in it, and with this we're going to scan your face in 3 dimensions. So this is taking the selfie to the next dimension. Let's get your head aligned in the circle a little bit closer for me, and 3, 2, 1, I want you to turn your head to the right. Now back to the left, back to the middle, and up. Now, this is going to take all of that data, 3D model data, it's got the textures of your face, it's going to stitch it into a 3-dimensional view of you.
Wow, look at that.
You notice how it's cut off everything that's not your face? That's because we're going to put you onto another character. And of course, once you've got a 3D model, you could 3D print that as well. I want to show you this.
You can actually make your own print.
This is a 3D printed by 3D Systems, a snowboarder from this application, and it's just using the face data that we just took. Now we turn you into a snowboarder. There you are.
Yeah! This is official. This is it. Look at that. That's amazing. But I just wanted you to know, I am a damn good snowboarder.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't need this virtual thing to give me any credibility.
More like a poser right there.
All right, so you showed me face. Now it's time to show me hands.
Yeah, when you move the hands, the RealSense camera can see where your movements are and track you. I'm going to show you a game where it's actually responding to my movements just by me moving. Okay. So the camera's here. You can see I put my hand up. This spaceship is mapped to my hand. I want to shoot these guys. I can do some little gestures here. If I do a V sign like that, then I'm sending a missile over. Right. I go in and out, then the spaceship comes in and out. I want to collect these guys. It's just a fun way of interacting. In this case, it's with gaming. You can imagine if you have a 3D display, then it's tracking your hands. You can do that whole Minority Report kind of interactions.
Paul, man, thanks so much, man.
Thank you, Mario.
This is really cool. I'm going to try to fly this plane. Oh, yeah, boom. He's done. This would change everything. This is addictive in a good way. Like, I can just see so many cool ways that you can use this not only for gaming, but for also like learning and education and simulation and health and all types of stuff. Really cool, Intel. Keep up the good work. Inside CES with Mario Armstrong is back with you right here live from Consumer Electronics Show. Man, the Never Settle Club, you guys know about me. You know how I feel about our Never Settle Club members. I love, love, love you guys for always being so loyal to everything that I do to try to help you pursue your passion and make that your life's work. For those of you that aren't on neversettleclub.com, you need to join. It's a free online community where we're actually helping to change people's lives by teaching them how to use technology to pursue their passion and make that their life's work. And one of my next guests is all about that. All about the passion and making it your life's work. Wave King from none other than, you know it, Animal Planet.
What's up, everybody?
What's
hey,
up,
Mario.
man?
How you doing, bro?
It's good to see you, man. Tank is in the house. You are all about living your passion,
Correct.
living your dream,
yes,
and helping other people see, you know, this industry of yours
Correct.
as in a new light. You guys have revamped, revitalized, brought so much new energy to people wanting to take care of and have fish tanks in their homes and in their offices now.
Thank you. That's definitely a cool feeling. Never settle. It's definitely the best thing.
You get it, right?
We build the best aquariums in the world. We want the world to see it. We love it. We want everyone to know, never settle.
Yeah. What brings you to the show? Like, why? I mean, you know, are you a tech guy? Like, why are you here?
You know, me, Redneck, always build everything at the shop. We love all the technology. We love to know what's out there. We love to incorporate all that stuff into our aquariums. We come to the show. It's the #1 show in the world for, you know, electronics. So we're down here. We're walking around. We're checking things out, and we're enjoying it. And there's a lot of cool stuff. I saw you. I had to come over and say hi.
Man, that's amazing. He came over. He was like, "Yo, we got to get you a tank." I'm like, "Can we make put an underwater GoPro in there?
We can do anything you want.
Little fish islands for the fishes," which is not a word. I know that, so don't come slamming me for that. 5th season.
Yes, we got a 5th season.
What's coming? Any highlights for this new season in your show?
A lot of new celebrities, a lot of cool tanks, new designs. I can't tell you yet. They're going to hit. It's on Animal Planet. It's 10 o'clock. Come watch it Friday nights and enjoy the show.
The beautiful thing is it's not just about you doing these tanks for people.
Correct.
It's also about how it really connects to them. You really look at how it works within their life.
Correct.
How that actually brings some emotion and some healing.
Yeah, like you. If you want a tank, we'd do something with electronics. We'd incorporate it. We'd show off what you love, and we put that in the tank. We theme it.
This is going to be your biggest tank ever, man. Your most souped up, high-tech 3D tank ever in America right now.
Thanks, Mario.
Wade, thank you so much for stopping by and making a trip. Everybody, man, all my fans, all my friends, all my family, make sure you tune in, support this show. My son and I, Christopher, we love watching you do your thing.
Never settle.
And never settle. That's right. Speaking of never settle, one of the things at this show is called Eureka Park. That is where all the entrepreneurs, much like Wade and others, are coming up with all their great innovations and ideas. We had a chance to swing by and see all the hot stuff that's happening. Let me show you what went down at Eureka Park. So at CES, one of the biggest buzzed about areas of the convention is an area called Eureka Park. Eureka Park is in the Sands Expo, and it's a whole conference and convention full of startups and innovators. These are the people that are putting all their money, all their energy, all their time, their life savings into products that they want to get featured here to try to get more buzz. Speaking of buzz, when you're thinking about creating a product, this company, Silentium, has come up with a way for me not to hear all of that buzz. I basically am in an enclosed private space that shuts down or reduces all of that ambient noise. So think of a phone booth of the future, or think of being able to use this in an amusement park or in a conference hall right now where I can actually grab my phone, make a phone call, and I won't hear you and you won't hear me. That's the type of innovation that's happening here at Eureka Park. I'm going to take a moment of silence real quick because we got a lot to show you here. All right, so right now we're at the International CES show. Looks like I'm gliding on air with John here, but we're not gliding. Check out what's going on down at the feed here. Incredible product right here. I learned this, no lie, I learned this in like 5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes flat. It's all about centering your balance, being relaxed, and it goes up to 6 miles per hour?
Yeah.
6.2?
6.2 miles per hour.
And on a full charge, I can get 12 miles out of it on full charge?
Get 10 or 12 miles.
Okay, so what's the name of the product? What's it called?
It's called IO Hawk.
I don't even know the name of it. I was like, I got to get on that thing and get on it now. I don't even know the name of it. The IO Hawk.
The IO Hawk.
The IO Hawk. When did you come up with this? How long has this been out?
It's just been out. We launched it here at CES.
Is that right?
That's right.
This is the first time?
First time.
We're in Eureka Park, right?
We're in Eureka Park.
Yeah, so this is all about startups and innovation and inventors. What gave you this idea? Was it seeing like the Segway or other things that were out there, or was it some personal thing of yours that you saw that prompted you to want to make this?
There's actually a lot of opportunity in the transportation marketplace to make just regular transportation more efficient for everybody.
Right.
And for someone like me who has bad knees, I can't go long distances without getting my inflammation kicking in.
Yeah.
So I thought I got to bring something to the marketplace where I can go around a show like this and not have
I've
any.
seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen some of their employees and people on it, just like bobbing and weaving. And you know, it's funny. You just think about where you want to go, and it moves with you. Like I'm thinking about going back. Now I'm thinking of stopping. And I like how easy it is to just turn. Like I'm not doing anything with my feet or my legs. I'm just really intuitively thinking that I want to turn a specific way, and as long as I'm kind of relaxed and I'm kind of balanced, it's going to really respond to what my muscles are really kind of doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is amazing. Well, I appreciate the time, John. This is really neat. It's really unique, but we got to race it out.
All right.
All right, which way are we going?
This way, let's go.
All right, I'm going to try to catch up. See ya. So I saw that cool smart helmet walking through the halls of CES, and I bumped into Derek here. Derek, you got to tell me about this cool helmet. What's the name of this helmet first off?
So basically, this is a smart helmet for NanoLogic, and it's sort of designed for skateboarders, bicycle enthusiasts, people who use low-range electrical vehicles to get to work with their bike.
Okay.
And so out of necessity, we started designing safety features into it for those individuals.
Like what's going to be in it? Like what about?
So some of the things that are going to be in it are things you can see right here, like the lighting, the lighting system, and we're calling this intelligent lighting. The reason why we're calling it intelligent lighting is because it's autonomous. It's going to be able to detect which way you're headed and turn on signal lights. If you're braking, it's going to turn on the brake light for you. It's going to use the cameras embedded in the front to turn on the lights in the front if it's getting dark or anything like that. There's a temperature sensor, temperature and humidity sensor, and we use that, of course, to find out the level of humidity on the inside of the helmet. And we also have an embedded fan on the inside of the helmet that pulls in air from the front and basically sends it throughout the helmet to cool it down and, you know, regulate the humidity levels inside.
What's been the response on that helmet really quick?
People love the design.
Yeah.
Honestly, they love the design and they love, you know, like the cues that it has towards Hollywood and other things like that. So the responses have been pretty good.
That's great, man.
They like it.
Yeah, it's hard to develop something that looks that sleek, and we're going to talk to you a little bit more in depth about some other things about, you know, how you just got that thing here, but you're here at the show, and the helmet looks phenomenal, man.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot.
Good stuff.
Thanks a lot.
I'm so impressed with this smart helmet that I actually wanted to talk about this a little bit more. So I have Derek Washington with me. We just hung out at his booth. But Derek, we talked a lot about the helmet already. I want to learn a little bit about your background. What brought you to this point of making this helmet? What's your skill, what's your expertise in? Because you're an entrepreneur trying to make your dream happen. Right. So I'm trying to understand a little bit about what's your skill set and what have you been doing?
So at a very young age, I always loved science. My father always had me involved in science and watched NOVA programs and things like that. So by the time I got in college, I knew I wanted to be an engineer. And that's the time when microprocessors and stuff like that were really big, computers were really big.
Right.
And I wanted to design the small circuits that actually made computers work. So I wanted to be a microprocessor design engineer. So that's where that ambition came from, and that kind of drove me through college and about 6 or 7 years after college, 10 years or so. And after that, microprocessors and ASICs and embedded circuits, they usually are enabling devices that go into someone else's product.
Right.
But you know, as
under
an
the
engineer,
cover, behind
under
the scenes, you never really see it.
You never see it, right? And so I wanted to build my own processor, build my own system, and then put an application on top of that so that people can basically sort of see a snapshot of my mind in time. And that's what a microprocessor is to me. And so this is one of those applications that we're building on top of the embedded SoC systems that we do in NanoLogic.
Now, you still work? Do you still work for someone else while you're pursuing your passion?
Currently, right now, no. I'm just really trying to do this.
Really focused in. So you hunkered down, went the entrepreneurial way, put everything into really making this work. So talk to me a little bit about like that moment when you decided you were going to be here at the Consumer Electronics Show, because a lot of entrepreneurs don't get, they either can't afford it or don't figure out the means or the resources to make it happen.
Right. Okay, so, well, we were coming up with this idea based on another platform that we're designing, which is like an EV.
Okay.
And we noticed that we needed this vehicle to provide some sort of awareness for other drivers that were around to know what this individual was doing on this sort of non-conventional platform.
Right.
And so we came up with this idea somewhere around November, and I said to myself, well, how do I market it, right? And I had no idea how we're marketing. I said, well, CES would be a good place to start.
But see, that's what I mean. See, this is never settled. This is why entrepreneurs like you will be successful, because in November, you decided that, and it's January and you're at CES.
Right. Yeah.
Derek, thanks so much for stopping by, man. Your story is really inspiring. I hope a lot of other people are inspired by your story. And I can't wait to bring you back on to hear how many units are selling and how well your company's doing, all right?
All right, thanks a lot.
Speaking about companies doing well with some really fun and unique things, this one blew me away, folks. Phototonic is the name. The entrepreneur is from France, and it's all about changing how our bodies can make magic with music. Check this out.
Perfect.
Nice. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the coolest thing ever. I'm sorry, I forgot you were rolling on this. This is amazing. It's Phototonic, invented by Nicholas. You are hearing music synchronized over Bluetooth to these devices through the phone, but it's all controlled by what's in our hands. If these don't move, there's no music. Go, Nicholas. Oh, go, Mario. Go, Nicholas. Oh, you get it. Listen to this, listen to this. I'm gonna throw mine up. Listen. Did you hear that? It went brrrring. Did you hear that? That was amazing. You didn't hear it? Come on, that is incredible right there. You're creating a new avenue for people to make music and create it themselves. So explain a little bit about how this is actually working.
So it's really simple. Inside these polygons, there's a sensor, motion sensor that talks to the app and transform your movement into music in real time.
Transform your music into real time. Now you can make, right now you have tracks that have already been made that we're responding to.
Yeah, exactly.
But I could make my own tracks coming soon and then be able to use these to work within the tracks that I've made.
Exactly, and you will also be able to use other tracks to play with them and play with these tracks.
And then eventually you'll be able to take like musicians and artists that we know that make music every day that are on the charts and be able to use these to play their music.
Yeah, that's the aim by the end of the year. Yeah, totally.
All right, let's go, Nicholas. Let's take this home now. Yeah, Phototonic, let's go. Man, I had so much fun with that. I was like, dude, I want to buy like 100 of those things. I really had a lot of fun with those. They won't be available into the US for a little while though, so we'll have to wait for that. Right now we are in the Ford booth, and as I've mentioned before at the top of the show, this was the first automaker to ever appear at CES, and they've been innovating ever since. And right now, joining me is Gary from Ford. How are you? Gary Jablinski from Ford. And you handle everything from sync, from the sync side of the house.
I handle all the sync technologies for Ford Motor Company.
Yeah, so what's really new this year? I mean, sync is on its, what, third generation now?
We're on our third generation. You mentioned us being the first automaker at the show. I was here in 2007 with the
So you remember.
With the first generation of sync, and I've been here every year since. So it's amazing to see the growth of car makers at CES.
Yeah, I mean, you guys ushered in, like, when you guys came in, other car makers was like, Ford's out of their mind for like the first year or two, right? Like, let Ford go play. And then out of nowhere, you started seeing a bunch of copycats happening, and now it's one of the largest growing spaces within the convention.
Yeah, it's like it's an auto show instead of a technology show.
No, it's right. In some cases, it is that. So talk to us a little bit about what's new. What's new with sync this year?
So what's new with sync this year, like I mentioned, it's our third generation, all new sync system. And what's really unique about what we've done this time is the way we designed it. From personal experience probably, or if you do any research with J.D. Powers, infotainment and connectivity technology, big source of frustration for customers. They don't know how to use it, it doesn't work reliably, it doesn't do what they want it to do. And so the approach we took this time, we invited customers into our office, sat them side by side with our engineers.
I mean, hold on, these are like focus groups. Are they customers or are they focus groups?
They are both, right? They were both our customers.
But they're true customers.
But they're true customers, right? Okay. We didn't talk to engineers.
I mean, you're going to get information from them, like a focus group, but this isn't a hired focus group. These are true customers.
And we brought them in and we just asked them, if you were designing Sync, how would you design it?
What did you hear?
Well, it's interesting. So among the first things they would do is pull out their smartphone and show it to us and say, it should be just like this. But Ford has a multi-million-dollar virtual reality driving simulator. Okay. And we'd go from that conversation about, I want it to be like my phone, right? And we'd put them in the simulator and let them drive while they're trying to use that phone. They change their opinion immediately, right? They realize that what I need while I'm in heavy traffic at 70 miles an hour is something very different, right?
Yeah. I mean, but that's because it's a comfort zone too, right? Like they're used to seeing their phone, they know what that means, they know how to work it, and it seems logical. Just put this on the dash. What's the problem?
Exactly.
Can't you guys figure that out?
Exactly.
Just do that on the dash and we're good.
Yeah.
But you're saying it's much more than that.
It's much more than that, and from all that customer research, we ended up getting 22,000 pieces of feedback from customers that we all put into to the new Sync design. Yeah. It's probably the most researched product in Ford Motor Company's history.
Is that right?
In a 100-year-old company.
What's your favorite feature of Sync? Like for you personally?
I don't know if I have a favorite feature, but in the redesign of the system, one of the things we learned was that in order to be easy to use, a device has to be fast, blazingly fast. And so we spared no expense in making sure that this new generation of Sync is the fastest device that we could possibly make it. And if you have an opportunity to use it, or people have an opportunity to go to a showroom to use it, I haven't used a device personally that I think either is a phone or a tablet or a PC that responds faster to touch or responds faster to voice than Sync does.
Really? Really? That's a big statement to be making there.
Just my personal view of things.
And but you personally have been out and obviously tested and constantly are looking at the competition to see what's happening.
Yeah, and we are already beta testing the product.
Okay.
We've got it in about 100 people's cars right now. The beta testing feedback is very positive.
So when will people that want to buy? Look, people are buying cars now, and they're asking what technology is in the vehicle. That wasn't a primary question just a few years ago.
Exactly.
When you talk about buying behavior for automobiles. Now it's like, if it's a V6 or 5.0, or, I mean, unless you're an engine person, you're kind of more like, what can I do when I'm in the car? Does it make me more safe? Can I talk to it? Does it have this connectivity, that thing? And so with that being said, when will we see Sync 3 be in Ford vehicles?
So we haven't announced a specific date for Sync 3, but it will launch this year. Okay. It will be in some of Ford and Lincoln 16 model year vehicles, and by the end of 16 calendar year, it'll be in the whole showroom. Every vehicle in the showroom will have Sync 3 available.
Wow. That's pretty amazing, man.
Very fast, very fast.
Now tell me, as you walk around the show and you're seeing different things outside of your industry, has there been anything that's caught your attention?
I don't know that I could pick one thing in this place that
it's pretty overwhelming, right?
Captures my attention.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge we have as an automaker is trying to figure out what's emerging from a technology point of view everywhere else in our customers' lives, and what's appropriate in the car, right? So there's a lot of things at the show that I might use on my smartphone when I'm walking around, but does it really apply to while I'm driving? And if it does apply to driving, how do we make that something that's safe to use?
Yeah, no, completely understand, man. Well, look, you guys have constantly shown innovation here at the show. Lots of cool things. This booth has been completely packed. And it's not, I mean, the vehicles look nice, and that's a nice draw, but they're staying. And they're hanging out and learning more about car-to-car technology, vehicle-to-vehicle technology, and all the in-car technology as well. So keep up the good work on Sync, man, because people are going to want it, and they're going to want to test it, and they're going to want to use it right away.
Thank you.
All right, folks, that's Ford right here. Thanks so much for joining us. Coming up right now, something I've been wearing all show long. We're finally going to be able to bring this interview to you. I've been waiting to do this. This is a wearable piece of technology called the Narrative. I want you to meet the CEO and listen in on our discussion when we visited their booth. All right, so I'm hanging out at the Narrative booth. Now, I got to tell you, when Narrative first came out on the scene, I was like, I need that right away. But I don't want to steal the thunder. I want to introduce you to the creator and the founder and the CEO of this, Martin, right here from Narrative. How are you, Martin? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you.
Why did you want to create this? And we're going to get to what this does, but I want to know why you wanted to create it.
Yeah, basically out of my own personal needs. I always wanted to document my life more, but then when I got kids, and that was the good thing that happened. The bad thing was that I lost both of my parents. And both of these events talked to me and saying how much more important life is than I thought it was.
And you're right, so many times, you know, we pull out the camera at birthdays and graduations and life events and milestone moments, but it's really the everyday stuff.
So it takes 2 pictures a minute. So on the Clip 1, the existing product is a 5-megapixel camera.
Okay.
With the Clip 2, we're upgrading that to an 8-megapixel camera, and also with a wider angle lens to capture more of the scene in front of you.
You get a bigger scene, bigger view. And then how much space does this little guy hold for your images?
Yeah, so that's like tremendous to me, like 8 gigabytes of space on this little camera. On the Clip 1, there's, as you say, a micro USB to connect it, both for battery charging and for upload.
How long will the battery last? How long does the charge last?
So battery life is a huge part of wearability. To make a wearable device, what would that be? Would it be like 4 hours or 8 hours of battery life? We actually put 30 hours of battery life.
Did you just say 30?
Yeah, but with the Clip 2, sure, you need to charge your battery, but you got the Wi-Fi chip, the Bluetooth chip in the Clip 2. This is from my Christmas, so I spent time with my friend, my family and my siblings. You can really find beautiful moments where you capture the real person.
This is what technology should be doing for us. Most of the time technology gets in the way, and what you've designed is something specifically to not get in the way, but still give us the advantages and benefits of having the technology. Home run, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Straight up. More to come on Inside CES with Mario Armstrong. I don't know about you guys, man, but I got to tell you, every single year I come here, I get exhausted at the show, but I'm always looking for technology that helps us live a better life. That's what my passion is. That's what the Never Settle Club and everything is all about. So I found something that I really gave a test run, and it's called Rest Smart. They call it a smart bed. Let's see what it's all about. Kind of looking around to kind of see what else seems interesting to get into. Responsive surface technology. Looks like a bed. Let me find out what this is about. Hey, my name's Mario.
Hi.
We're obviously shooting video. Sorry to just like put you on the spot.
Yeah.
But I just want to find out before I waste camera time. Is this a massage bed?
This is the world's first and only smart bed. It automatically
come on, the world's first and only smart bed? Are you sure about that? Do I have to start doing a Google search right now to find out?
Test it out.
Are you, okay, so now you got my attention. What about it makes you claim that it's the world's first smart bed? Like, what does it do? What's so smart about it?
This bed will sense your body's pressure and position and automatically respond in real time throughout the night to whatever your pressure and comfort needs are.
You're telling me I'm going to be able to get a better night's rest because the bed is going to actually respond. What about when I'm moving?
The bed will sense your body's movement and pressure and position and reduce pressure so that you sleep better.
All right, so how do I try this out? We're going to give this a shot.
Absolutely. So the first thing you'll notice as you're lying down is that the app is sensing Mario's pressure and position.
It feels like it's almost maybe adjusting or feeling me out. I can't really make out if that's what it's doing.
You're exactly right. It's responding to your pressure and trying to reduce that pressure in order to make you most comfortable. This will happen throughout the night as many times as it needs to happen as you change your position or change your pressure.
And it won't disturb my sleep. I won't get used to it. Something won't change the pressure so much that it wakes me up.
The opposite. This is designed so that you don't, instead of you moving, the bed will move.
You can't have optimum sleep without a good pillow. Is there anything different about the pillow as well, or is it all just focused on the mattress?
The pressure sensing fabric extends under your neck and head, so we'll have some adjustment that you'll feel beneath the pillow.
Cool. I mean, it feels very comfortable, I can tell you that much.
Better night's sleep. So when you wake up in the morning, you'll have a dashboard of sleep data available to you, which will tell you data about how you slept, your sleep bank, and your
It'll know how many times I woke up or got out of the bed as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It will show your position over time. And again, we're focused on not the data after you slept, but make sure you slept well in the first place.
During your sleep. Yeah. Smart stuff, man. More technology in the house. Just when I think I've been wowed at everything at CES, I see something else out that I actually try out that I'm like, there's no way they're going to convince me to like this thing. And I end up liking it. So I don't know if that's me or I don't know if that's a great product. You're going to say it's a great product, and he's probably right.
Both are true.
Both are true. Thanks, Lloyd. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good night's rest, man.
Thank you.
There's always something new trying to convince me to really love their product here at the show. I do want to give a shout out to George and his crew who stopped by. You know, one of the things that I see a lot at the show are a lot of battery cases and battery chargers. I haven't seen one that's also a power pack with a kickstand built in. This is called Beaux, B-E-A-U-X, B-E-A-U-X. I think it's a French word for beautiful. I think that's what he said. But I want you to check out Beaux cases. Gives you about 1.5 times battery life on here, but it also has this very flexible kickstand, so you can sit it right down, real neat, be able to watch a movie, watch a show. They're on Amazon. Check them out. He's a good guy. I want you to support his business. I want to thank you all so much for checking out the show. Follow me on Twitter. Follow the hashtags that's going on here at the show. The hashtag for the official CES is hashtag CES 2015. My crazy hashtag with all types of behind the scenes, celebrity interviews, and fun stuff here in Vegas is hashtag Mario at CES. Follow me on Twitter at Mario Armstrong. And of course, if you're trying to figure out how to pursue your passion and you want a group of people that'll help you do it for free, join the NeverSettleClub.com team. And always check out killerapps.tv. We're producing new content and stuff always popping up onto the screen there at killerapps.tv. It's been my pleasure hosting Inside CES with Mario Armstrong. I want to thank you, my online viewers and audience out there, everybody that's been tweeting it up, sharing it out, all the guests that stopped by, Tank and my boy Wade for coming through at the last minute, just popping into a seat and being on the show and being a great sport. I want to thank all of you for watching the show. Keep sharing it to those online that may not have seen it. That's a wrap from CES 2015. I'm Mario Armstrong, and I'm tired as hell.
Hey, this is Shaq O'Neal. You're watching Killer Apps TV. I'll be killing the apps too. $1,000 a week, boy.